Alright, is it working? Alright, seems to be. I need to get a link. Oh, here we go. Alright. We're up. We're on. I haven't streamed to YouTube in a while, but... Let's get some swing going. Some electro swing. Way down. Alright. That should be fine. Let me just post to Twitter. I'm gonna be putting all the Warriors books in the tier lists. So, you know, see how this goes, I guess. I saw NL do this with Isaac items the other day. He did it a couple weeks ago. I just finally watched it the other day. And thought it'd be a good idea to try it with the Warriors one. Because I love making ranking lists and stuff. So, I think it should be fine. I don't know. Does it say I'm live? It doesn't say I'm live. But I mean, it does here, obviously. It doesn't say it on, like, Discord. I don't know. Can I post this in 4Trees? Maybe I could post it in High Stones. Let me check the rules thing. I advertise. Spam it. Don't use spoilers. I guess really not. Not really. It's fine. I don't have to. There's no point in advertising anywhere other than Warriors stuff. I guess we're just going Warriors Creative? Maybe. Maybe it should go on Warriors Creative. I'll put it in there. You know what? Maybe OTG? I don't know. I'll post it there. See if anything comes out of it. Alright. My cat is being all pissy with me. Alright, what we got? What we got, Warriors? I think this is a fairly simple way to do it. S, A, B, C, D, F. Just going through. S is definitely going to be, like, the best of the best. Like, my top 10, probably not even 10, like, probably, like, top 7 or 8. Maybe 6, I don't know. Books, like, this is my favorite books. A is going to be the really good books. B is going to be the good books. C is going to be the straight-up average books. Alright, come on, Henry. Come on. He wants to get up. Seems to be like the most basic average books ever that I don't have strong opinions on one way or the other. DRB books I think are bad, but I can still enjoy some parts of them. F are gonna be books that I just genuinely just don't like. I feel like it's pretty straightforward. Didn't want to add like weird shit to all the things. The tier names, that's the best way to do it. They were all out of order, and I had to put them in order. Oh wait, oh, this is easier? Well, cool. I might have actually a better one now. I can use. Alright, we'll do that. And I'll do the same thing on that. The S, A, B, C, D, F listing. Create a rank Murder Cat's book tier list. Alright. We got the extras now. I'm gonna delete the bottom row. Just go F and the FF's gonna be reserved. Okay, they're in order. I like that. I like them being in order. That's nice. I see Darkness Within. Grace Stripes Vow. Alright. Here we go. Now we got it. Alright, alright. So yeah, SS can be the top, FF can be the very, very bottom. So this is probably gonna have only 2 or 3. This is only gonna have 2 or 3. So here we go. Into the Wild. I'm not gonna go in depth on every single book, but Into the Wild is one I think is worthy of a little bit of explanation because I put this book squarely in, like, I would say now the B tier. It does not age well. It does not hold up well. A lot of the things it tries to introduce as, like, I mean, some of it obviously introduces as, like, tradition is still tradition in the rest of the series, but some of it isn't. You know? Some of it doesn't stand. The way apprentices are given so much freedom, I don't know, that might just be me. I liked it, though. I still like it. I still like returning to it. It is definitely one of the most reread books in my library. Of audibles. So that what I like. Fire and Ice. It's gonna be on the D tier. Definitely the least good book of the original series. I generally don't seem to enjoy book 2s. This one just really stands to that as well. That I just don't enjoy it that much. Like this is Fireheart and Gray Stripe stuff, and you know their whole arguments and the whole thing with Cloud Paw or Cloud Kid, and Forest of Secrets, A tier book. I started to not like the book, now I really liked the book. I'm a big fan of the it all comes out scenes. Forest of Secrets has definitely one of the best and most iconic ones in Warriors, where Fireheart finally gets to reveal the truth about Tiger Claw to the clan. And I'm a big fan of Forest of Secrets. Hate the River Clan subplot, where they feed River Clan and then get caught feeding River Clan and get in trouble. I hate that, so fuck that. But you know, overall, it's a really good book. It's a great little mystery. Rising Storm's gonna go in the B tier. You know, some of it's a little bit boring, a little bit draggy, but like I enjoy it. I enjoy coming back to this book every time I come back to it. There's no parts of it I really think I need to skip. Cloudpaw's interesting, Sandstorm's interesting, Cinderpelt's interesting. Fireheart's responsibilities as deputy are fun. The Fire On is perfection. You know, it's pretty good. I've been too harsh on A Dangerous Path in the past, because it's just like a 4-chapter segment that I despise, which is everything to do with Wind Clan. I hate it beyond measure. It's one of my least favorite things in the entire Warriors series, and because of that, it brings down the book. Everything from when Longtail finds the dogs on is like perfection, and I love it. But everything before I hate. So, Dangerous Path, gonna have to put it in. It used to be my F tier, but I can't put it. It's got too much good. I'm gonna put it in the C tier, right in the fucking middle, because there's parts that are SS and parts that are FF for me. I'm gonna put it right in the middle. I feel like that's a fair spot to put it. Darkest Hour, SS, right to the top. This book is a top 2 book for me. I'm no longer certain that I like it or Crooked Star's Promise more. But The Darkest Hour is a top 2 book for me. I think it should be a top 5 everybody book, and it's just amazing. It is the perfect conclusion. It is obviously the best conclusion of any arc in Warriors. But the way it's able to tie all the story points together while also completely subverting our expectations and having the final battle be with Scourge instead of Tiger Star, I really like that. I just love the book. There's no part of the book I dislike. Every single page of this book is fantastic, and I love it. Midnight, D tier. The book is boring. It starts a new prophecy. First of all, by the way, love cliffhangers. Rising Storm, Midnight. If the book was just if I was judging the books based on the cliffhanger, both of these would be in the very top. Rising Storm ends on the bombastic note of Shadow Clan being Tiger Claw. Midnight, the epilogue in Midnight, is done fantastically. Because most of the Warriors books don't have epilogues, right? But the way that it just introduces the epilogue and has Leafpool being like, well, the destruction of the forest has begun, is done fantastically. The book as a whole is just kind of sucks. Like, they spend too much time in Two Leg Place. I like the Couch on the Journey, but I don't like the journey, and it's not that fun. Moonrise is a book that has grown on me over time. I think I would put this book in C tier. Some of this is probably because of the audiobook, because the audiobook makes me like any book with a tribe in it, because of the way he does the tribe voice. But I mean, for the most part, Moonrise withstood the test of time a little bit more than I expected it to, especially since I don't normally like book 2s. But I like the Journeying Cats in this book a lot more. And I like the stuff back home with Leafpool. There's more Mothwing story going on, and I always love Mothwing. Dawn is an S tier book, and I used to really not think so, but upon revisiting, I had to realize that it is just so good. It's such a good book. Looking at it, right, it's the 3rd book of New Prophecy. We know how Warriors likes to do these. Each 6-book arc is really 2-3 book trilogies. I could have just said trilogies. So Dawn is really like a finale of the first half in a way, and it is just such a good book. It's got emotion, it's got adventure. I forget the word. Tension. It's got it's got it's fun stuff. It's a fun book. It's a fun book, and I love it. So Dawn is a fantastic book. Starlight, awesome premise. D tier book. It's not great. I'm really excited for Winds of Change because the Wind Clan Civil War has always been extremely fascinating to me. And if anyone's out there in the chat, please feel free to just let me know what you think of what I'm saying here. But I've always loved the idea of the Wind Clan Civil War, and I'm excited to see more on it. And them getting settled into a new home is cool. But the way the book just immediately is like, hey, let's make Brambleclaw and Squirrelpaw not like each other for no reason. And this is kind of the beginning of Brambleclaw being an asshole, in my opinion. It just really falls flat on a lot, even though I think it has a really cool premise to it. So sorry, Starlight, you're going to stay in D tier. Twilight, F. It's not FF. It's not terrible. The book does have one redeeming quality, and that is Cinderpelt's death scene. It is a top 10 death scene for me. I love the death scene for Cinderpelt. I think it does her very well justice. It's a very emotional moment, not just because we love Cinderpelt, but because Leafpool loves Cinderpelt. And we can feel her emotion in the scene, and I do love that. The book up until the Badger fight sucks horribly. There's not one part of the book prior to the Badger battle that I can look at and say, I like this one scene. Not one. Just the way I look at it. But it has some good shit at the end, so, I'll leave that. Sunset used to be my favorite New Prophecy book, because I'm a big sucker for finales. Aside from Raging Storm, it's definitely the weakest finale book. I could have just said second weakest finale book. It's not, like, super great. It's got a very cool death scene at the end for Hawkfrost. I had to put that there because there was a little warning message that was bugging me. It's got a really cool death scene for Hawkfrost, but the book itself actually doesn't even feel like a book 6 until the end of the book. I'm gonna put it at D. It's just meh. It's meh. It's the New Prophecy. This book is great. This book's okay. These books are meh. This book sucks. That's how I view it. Alright, time for my first really hot take aside from A Dangerous Path. Because The Sight is the next book. And I gotta be honest with you guys. I don't like The Sight. I'm not... When I revisit it as the audiobook, I realized I did not really like it. Mostly because I didn't like Lionpaw or Hollypaw in the book. I also didn't like J-Paw that much, even though I felt like he was the best character in the book. I didn't enjoy too much of him. Underwhelming book. Upon returning, it's an underwhelming book, and I'm not a huge fan of it. I have a weird opinion about Power of Three, which is what we're going to get to here. The Dark River, I don't know why I said The Dark River. Dark River is also D tier for me. It's okay. I'm not a fan of Hollypaw's side storyline at all, where she goes to RiverClan. I hate that. Not a fan of that at all. Once they're in the tunnels, saving the kits, it's okay. But overall, this book is just meh. It's just a meh book, and it has a lot of parts to not like, and I'm just gonna put it there. Outcast. It's also D. Alright, first half of Power of 3, I'm not a fan. And this is the order for these books, by the way. Not for these ones, just for these ones. I believe Power of 3, in my opinion, gets better with every book. Not substantially at first. Outcast is more enjoyable because there's less bullshit. No, it's not true. That's not what I meant to say. There's a lot of bullshit in this book. I don't know how to describe it. It pisses me off less than Dark River or The Sight. site doesn't piss me off. It pisses me off less than Dark River. So it can go there. But like on my whiteboard rankings, when I re-rank them after Place of No Stars and the next novella books come out, Warrior's Choice, these three honestly are just back to back to back. I don't like any of them that much. Eclipse, on the other hand, back half of Power 3 is fantastic. A-tier book. And honestly, this is a book. Sometimes, like in A Dangerous Path and Twilight, the really good, really, really good part cannot make up for the rest of the book. But Eclipse's main part that I love, which is the battle, the great battle. This one's a great battle anyway. There's like 3 great battles. The battle that gets ended by the eclipse is so... I just love the battle. No one dies. So, like, there's not a real stake in the conflict. But honestly, it's I enjoy the battle and I enjoy the plot around the battle. And then the rest of it is just kind of there. Soul in this book is a god tier villain. Before he really got to have the rest of his character and actions fleshed out, he was amazing. And I loved him. And then he actually turned out to suck after that. Well, not really. I still really like him. Not really like. I still like him. Like, I don't hate him now. But he's not that good. As good as I used to really think. Because I really loved the idea of, like, the philosophical villains. But I still really love Eclipse. Long Shadows is an I flip back and forth. It used to be top 5 for me. Now it's not. It's an A-tier book. I still enjoy the fire scene. Obviously is what makes this book amazing and memorable. I still enjoy the Green Cough plot. I like the going back in time plot. Both of those are fine for me. I just, it's a book that I enjoy already, and it has a fantastic scene in it that really, really sells it. So I am fine with this book, and I love this book, and that is what I think about it. Sunrise is an S-tier book for me. I love the sleuthing around with Jay Feather, figuring stuff out. When he figures out the parsley, I just really enjoy it, you know? I feel like it's a good book, you know? It's a good book. He figures out the thing. The Soul Patrol is a little meh, but Jingo's pretty good. And I'm putting Sunrise up there. And then obviously everything from when the Soul Patrol gets back and they really figure everything out, it's great. Alright, my opinion on Oots. I love Oots. My opinion on the Oots books changes like the fucking weather. I'm just... So I'm gonna go off of... I'm not gonna try to put them in any order. These guys aren't in order. Right now. I don't have a straight order for them, personally. I'm just gonna go what I think for each book. Fourth Apprentice is probably the most fun of all of them. I think some of the humor is really on point in Oots, like for Warriors, but just in general in this one, I just feel like there's a really good chemistry amongst the Dam Patrol, the Beaver Patrol. So Fourth Apprentice. And then Jay Feather's... Poppy Frost and Jay Feather is awesome. Fourth Apprentice is going to go in, I think... I'm going to put it in B tier. I enjoyed Fourth Apprentice a lot. It's going to be there. Fading Echoes is going in S tier. It's very close to SS tier. While no Warriors Omen of the Stars book is going to be below B, I don't think any of them are going to be in SS. It is my favorite arc because I like the most about the arc. But, it's just going to have to be like this. I don't think any of them should be up here. I think SS should be reserved for 3 specific books. We'll get to that. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have on Fading Echoes. I love Fading Echoes. I love Ivy Pool, so that's not a shock to anyone who knows me and my Warriors opinions. I love Ivy Pool. There's a lot for me to enjoy in this book. There's not a lot that I dislike. Lion Blaze and Jay Feather kind of figuring more about the Dark Forest, and then he goes to Dark Forest. I know there's continuity issues in Omen of the Stars, by the way. I'm fully aware. A lot of continuity issues. That's alright with me. Night Whispers, A-tier book. Used to be my third favorite book, I believe. Night Whispers, it's not as amazing as I remembered, but it's still really good, and I still really love it. Oh, by the way, Fading Echoes is another one of those books that the cliffhanger is amazing. Night Whispers, I really like Flametail's perspective. It doesn't add anything to the story, really, but I like it. Also, his death scene is very well written. Night Whispers, another book that has an outstanding... most of the Omen of the Stars book have outstanding cliffhangers. Night Whispers is a book I like. It's just a book I like. The Fox fight. Ooh, the Fox fight is so good. Sign of the Moon. Sign of the Moon is actually a book I enjoy more for the filler than the plot. Like the Ivy Pool Blossom Fall in the tunnels, the Lion Blaze training scenes. I'm gonna put it in A tier because the Jay Feather plot is honestly not amazing. I'll be honest, I just don't like the Doubling plot at all in this book. I don't like the mountain plot except for Jay Feather back in time. It's definitely my least favorite. The book Where the Tribe is my least favorite. Let's say that. Forgotten Warriors S tier. The emotion written in this book is great. Soul returns and he's just kind of a cheesy, clunky villain of the week villain who's just kind of a douchebag. So he's, Forgotten Warriors really good. I used to not like it as much, but I realize now it's a fantastic book. Last Hope's also going to be A tier. Sucker for a finale, and I like a lot of what's in The Last Hope. I like a lot of what's in The Last Hope. I just do. That's it. I like Oots. I don't have all that to say about Oots, even though I love Oots. I could rant and rave forever about just how much I love it, except I can't because I can't explain why. I just always have really enjoyed it. So these books are going to be high, and they're going to piss people off. That's fine. I guess that means Fourth Apprentice is lowest. I don't know. It feels weird putting it there because it's the most fun. But that's fine. Alright. More spicy opinions. Probably spicier than the site. The Sun Trail. Oh, man. I'm going to get shit for this one. I'm sorry, folks. I don't like the Sun Trail. Revisiting Dawn of the Clans made me realize that I just really don't like this book at all. It's boring. I hate saying it, but it's just really boring to me. I don't enjoy the journey. I don't enjoy being in the tribe before the journey. I don't enjoy this plot with Storm and the group splitting up. And Fox and Petal. I just don't enjoy the book. I don't enjoy it at all. Turtletail. I don't enjoy the book. That's it. That's as much as there is to it. I just don't enjoy the book. Thunder Rising is better. But it's C tier. It's an average book. It's a non-offensive book to me. It has a pretty good ending with Thunder and his father. Clear Sky is cartoonishly evil in this book. But, it's okay. It's an okay book. The First Battle. Oh, yeah. There are 3 books in the SS tier. Because the First Battle is going right up into the SS tier. I have a completely non-spicy opinion about the First Battle. I think everyone will be happy to know. I love the First Battle. This book, it was a book that I enjoyed just as much upon rereading or re-listening, I should say, as I did the first time. Just the book all the way through is an enjoyable book for me. all the way through. So the first battle you go up there, it is packed with emotion and jaw. What hit me the most was Jackdaw's Cry on Falling Feather, and when I was first reading the books, when this book came out, when I read that, that was when I was like, oh my god. And then Dawn of the Clans is not lacking for lines, but I think everyone can agree that two of the best lines in the series come from Grey Wing. One in this book, one in Path of Stars. The Path of Stars we don't get to. But the one from Grey Wing in this one is obviously, it's one of my favorite lines of the series. Kill me, and live with the memory until the stars that you won. Wow. Like, when Warriors wants to give you a good-ass line, they give you a really good fucking line. And, dude, this one commits to it, to the emotion and the stakes, and it makes you feel it. This is a prequel series. You know the outcome, but you feel the stakes. The only characters you know for sure, you only know like 10 characters for sure survive beyond a certain point. Obviously, Thunder, River, Ripple, Tall Shadow, Windrunner, and Clear Sky. Which, by the way, I don't know how my stupid ass, when I was reading it, didn't realize that Clear Sky was Skystar, was SkyClan. Didn't realize that for a very long time. Probably till like book 4. Because I was fucking stupid when I was a kid. But it's a fantastic book. I don't know how it makes you feel stakes with the prequel, but it does. The Blazing Star is a massive step down, and I would honestly just put it in C tier, mostly because what it does is present a book in which Clear Sky is at his best. Which is not to say I love him, because I don't. It is 100% his fault that Sparrowfur gets as hurt as she does. He should not have let the fight with Tom go on at all. It shouldn't have happened at all. Not Tom, One Eye. That being said, One Eye works really well as a just cartoonishly evil villain. And I do like Clear Sky getting a little comeuppance / redemption. So, but the book itself is just meh. It's just okay. This is the only book in which I find Starflower tolerable, by the way. Because she is a villain in this book. She's an antagonist in this book. And I'm fine with her using... okay, I'm not. Obviously, I like Thunder. I'm fine with her character using Thunder to assist her dad. The reason I don't like Starflower as a character is because the next book she does a complete 180. And then all the characters just kind of, not right away, but kind of work themselves towards accepting that. But there's no reason for it. Like, I would have preferred her to just be a villain. It would have been fine. Forest Divided. S tier book. A tier book. A tier book. Calm down. This used to be for a very long time my least favorite Dawn of the Clans book. Because before Quiet Rain and Sun Shadow show up, it's just meh. But dude, when they do, everything on. Every single moment hits so well. Them having explained to them all the cats that died on the journey when they got there, and having to explain, Jagged Peak's kind of a dick, but having to explain that Clear Sky killed Rain Swept Flower. This book does so well with the emotion. Path of Stars. B tier book. I forgot to mention about Forest Divided. Nice little B plot. Starts as an A plot, turns into a B plot of Grey Wing and Fern. She becomes Fern Leaf eventually. I really enjoy that, and I enjoy what that becomes. I wish we could have seen more of that, but it's kind of like Grey Wing's just like, hey, I'm going to make you be my spy now. That's cool. Path of Stars continues along that, and I enjoy that. Slash is a comically evil villain that's not as cool as One Eye, and never comes back. So he's just meh. The book's well, he's bad, but the book's just meh. However, everyone knows Path of Stars has one of the greatest warrior scenes ever at the end. At the end when Greywing dies. That scene is just one of the best in Warriors. It's written so well. I love it. Alright, we're getting into A Vision of Shadows, and this is where my spicy opinions continue. The Apprentice's Quest is FF. I hate this book. I hate this book and everything in it. I don't even like Sandstorm's death. I don't like a single page in this book. I just don't. I have no explanation because I don't. Rereading it, I was even more encouraged to not like it at all. Thunder and Shadow. It's going to an F tier. Not FF. It's not as bad. I don't like Darktail or Needletail. I don't like either of those characters. I don't enjoy them at all in the Warriors series. So these two books are going down here. This book's just a little better because I actually enjoy Alderheart a little bit more in this book. Shattered Sky. Either D or C. C, you'll put in C. I'm putting in D. I don't like Shattered Sky that much. It's just okay. Darkest Night's gonna go into C. And Sorrow River and Fire. These two books I only enjoy because they're filler books. They're straight up filler books. And I like them better than the actual plot of A Vision of Shadows. That's what I just do. I enjoy them more. Because they're just filler books. I like Tree. I like Finpaw in these books. The Raging Storm is an FF tier book and it sucks. Actually, it's an Yeah, it's an FF tier book. The character assassination in this is egregious. Even though I would rather read it than Apprentice's Quest, it is definitely the worst main series book ever written. It absolutely assassinates characters. It just butchers. It doesn't handle them well at all. It's the only redeeming part of it to me is the Alderheart plot. I'm trying to say Paulstein. That's it. Fuck that book. Lost Stars, D tier book. I like Bristlefrost's perspective. I don't like any other perspectives in it. I'm not a big fan of Lost Stars. I wasn't when it came out. I'm still not. Silent Thaw, A tier book. Normally I don't like book 2s. In fact, I believe Turian expected me to not like this book. But guess what? I like the book. I really like The Broken Code, and I really enjoyed that book. Veil of Shadows, gonna go in the B tier. It's a good book. It's not quite as good as Silent Thaw, but it's still good. I enjoy it. Darkness Within is C tier. It's just okay. This book made me actually enjoy Bristleroot. I shouldn't enjoy Bristleroot because Bristleroot is a terrible ship, but nah, I do now. I just do. I can't help it. I like seeing characters happy. However, I hate Shadowside's perspective in the entire book. So fuck that, but also I'm okay with the book. Super Editions. Firestar's Quest, A tier book. This would be an SS tier book if you took out all the shit with Sandstorm and Spotted Leaf. But as it stands, A tier book, I can ignore that stuff and just enjoy the Sky Clan stuff. Blue Star's Prophecy, D. Nah, C. You know, it's an average book. It's an unoffensive book to me. It's just meh. You know? It's just a meh book. Sky Clan Destiny, B tier. It's a filler book. It's a good filler. It's a slice of life book, and I enjoy it a lot. Quick Start Promise, SS. My favorite Warriors book as of now. Audiobook's coming out soon. But I love Quick Star's Promise, and I always will. Yes, continue playing the music. Yellowfang's Secret is an FF tier book because it butchers characters. You know what? I feel like I have to put the Apprentice Quest up here because FF is just for the truly awful stuff. The Apprentice Quest I just don't like. So, but Yelfang's Secret is bad. Tall Star's Revenge, I want to put in F. I gotta put it in D because it is good once you get to the journey. But all of his time in Wind Clan sucks and I hate it. Shrew is an entirely irredeemable character. You will not get me to understand why the book is why the reader is supposed. He's one of the worst characters in Warriors, and you're not going to get me to understand why he's there. He sucks. He's a bad person and a terrible character. And it makes me not enjoy the first 2/3 of this book a single ounce. It's like Draco Malfoy. Yeah, Screwclaw is the Draco Malfoy of 12 Stars Revenge. And I hate him. He's awful. Sucks all the enjoyment out of the book. Bramblestar Storm. B-tier book, but only for the not Bramblestar stuff. Because the book really what it does is give you a Bramblestar lens to a lot of other characters. That I like, you know, it does it pretty well, honestly. It does it pretty well, in my opinion. All the Bramblestar and Jessie stuff I could do without. Mothflight's Vision, B-tier book. The way she gets up her kitchen is a little infuriating, and Sky Star is not Sky Star in this book. He's fucked up. Clear Sky, I mean, but you know, it's whatever. It's whatever. It's fine. Hawkwing's Journey, A-tier book. Until we actually reach the battle for the Gorge, the book is kind of a bore. But the Battle of the Gorge on the book is amazing. And it has a lot of emotion, a lot of, makes you feel things about characters, and it's great. Tiger Heart Shadow is a D-tier book that I used to like a lot more until I realized how fucking boring it is. I'm still halfway through the audiobook. It came out last August, still haven't finished it. It's boring as shit. Crowfeather's Trial is a B-tier book. I like Crowfeather's Trial. Shoot me. If your opinions are bullets, shoot me. It's wrong. The book is wrong about Breezepelt. It's straight up wrong. He didn't attack any Wind Clan cats? Yeah. Because Ivy Pool jumped on him as he was about to attack a Wind Clan cat. Dude, my DoorDash just got its order canceled for some reason. I was really looking forward to getting that ice cream too. I'm pissed off, dude. Fucking DoorDash. Squirrel Flight's Hope sucks. I can't put it in F tier because there's nothing I like about it. The Sparkpelt plot is okay, but I just hate this book. It's definitely the worst Bramblestar book. That's for sure. Gray Stripes Vow, it's just okay. It's an average book, there's nothing wrong with it. It's alright. Holly, oh, we're doing novellas, alright. Holly's story is, don't know. Is Harley's story... Harley's story's good. I'm gonna put it in B. It's good. It was the first novella, so it's still kind of figuring out its shit. I gotta fix this. Hang on. Let's try again. Misty Star's Omen is C. It is just boring, but it's okay. And it has a really good first couple of chapters. So it's just it's a meh book, in my opinion. And this is the meh tier. It's an unoffensive book that I'm not really enjoying. Cloud Star's Journey, same thing. This book bores the shit out of me, and I don't enjoy it. Tiger Claw's Fury, F. The book is bad. Same with Leaf Pulls of Witch. These two books do a lot of damage to characters. Doubling Silent, I just hate all three of these books. I don't like any of them. Go to hell. Go to hell. I don't enjoy them. I don't see anything good about them. Stay that way. Mabel Shade's Vengeance. Welcome to the A tier. I really like this novella because it's just kind of reading about a villain doing bad shit, and I like it. Goose Feather's Curse. F. Oh. I'm sorry. I know this is one of Duplex's favorite books. Listen. It's not for me. I have read it a single time. And I just don't like it at all. There's not a single page in that book I like. From the very beginning, I just don't like the story. And that's how I see it. You know, Ravenpaul's Farewell, A tier book. That is a fantastic book. Very well done. Alright, Legends of the Clans. So I can't do the individual novellas in these ones. I obviously can't rank that book. I can't do the individual novellas, so I'm going to say this. Spotterly's Heart is an FF book that should die, and should never have been written. Pine Star's Choice is a C tier book, and Thunder Star's Echo is a B tier book. Overall, between the two novellas, it's going to go in the D tier, because it has one of the worst things ever. But it also has two okay books, like an okay book and a good book. So it's gonna go up here. But note that Spotterly's Heart is the worst book in the series, in my opinion. Path of a Warrior, on the other hand, is F because every book in it is garbage. Red Tail's Dead. You know what? I'm gonna put it in FF. You know what? Damn novella books. All right. Red Tail's Debt and Shadow Star's Life are both down here, and then Tawny Pelt's Clan is here. So this book goes here, and it barely comes out of the FF tier because Tawny Pelt's Clan is an absolute character murder. A Warrior's Spirit, on the other hand, is going to go in the SS tier for one simple reason. Mothwing's Secret and Tree's Roots are Novella 1 and Novella 2, in my opinion. The two best novellas in the series. Clarissa Hutton is now a warrior's god, and I love the work she did in the book. Pebbleshine's Kiss is a bore, but honestly, I can deal with it for the fact that the other two are just so good. Obviously, I can't rank that book. The guidebooks, I don't remember most of these, so I'm not going to rank them. Now, the mangas. Let's see. The Gray Stripes Adventure manga is gonna go in the C tier. It's just okay. A Shadow and River Clan, it's gonna go in S tier. That manga is fantastic. It is a fantastically written book, and it made me love Feathertail, and I love River Clan. The Rise of Scourge is D. I can't put it any lower because it's a single standalone manga. I can't put it any higher because I don't enjoy it. Tiger Star and Sasha, same thing. It's just... Ravenpaw's Path is going to go also in A. It's a very good manga. The third book is lackluster, but it's very good and I like it. And Sky Clan and the Stranger is going to go in B. It's okay. It's okay. Actually, it's going in C. It's meh. It's okay. It's meh. It's okay. It's okay. That's all. It's okay. All right. I have ranked warriors. So we'll take a relook at this. See what I think. SS tier is the Darkest Hour, First Battle, Cookie Source Promise, and the Warrior Spirit novellas. S tier is Dawn, Sunrise, Fading Echoes, Forgotten Warrior, and a Shadow and River Clan. A tier is Farce's Secrets, Eclipse, Long Shadows. Yeah, nothing crazy. And then we go down to the F tier: Twilight, Sun Trail, Apprentice's Quest, Thunder and Shadow, Diaclaw's Fury, Leafhol's Witch, the whole Tales from the Clans. Goose's Curse, Path of Warrior, and the FF tier, which also includes Shadowstar's Life, Red Tail's Debt, and where is it? Spot Lee's Heart, Raging Storm, Yellow Fang's Secret, Squirrel Fights Hope. And yeah, that's it. Look at that. All right. I wanna save this and post it. Presentation mode. Here we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. Cat, stop it. My fat cat is an asshole and likes to try and chew on wires. Fat Henry. Excuse me. Dickhead. Alright, I'm gonna post this in Warriors General, I think. Alright. See what people think about that. Alright. I want to do another one because my food's not going to be here for a while, so I'm going to move on to... Oh, I should post this in my Regi dump so I can save that image. Is there a Warriors character tier maker out there? Yeah, I'm not doing that with those. I'm not doing that with those. Come on, give me real art. I'm not gonna recognize other people's art. Warriors protagonists and main characters, that should be it, right? Alright, we'll fly through this. Oh my god. I can't do this with other people's art. I don't understand. I can't read it. Oh, I already did this one. This is definitely mine. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Alright. Well, then I guess I'm done. I've been streaming for almost an hour, so that's cool. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in, and that's my opinion on